Today's our topic is metals and non-metals. I am Jahnavi Devarakonda. In today's our session, we are going to discuss about physical properties of metals and non-metals and chemical properties of metals. There are five physical properties of metals. They are luster, sonority, malleability, ductility, heat, and electrical conductivity. Luster. The materials which have a bright surface and reflect light are called lustrous. Metals are lustrous and non-metals are non-lustrous. Here you can see that gold, copper and pyrite are shiny and they are lustrous, whereas carbon, phosphorus and sulfur are not shining and they are non-lustrous. Sonority. Materials which produce ringing sound are called sonorous materials. Metals are sonorous, non-metals are non-sonorous. When we hear the ringing sound of a bell, that means the bell is made up of metals, whereas sulfur, phosphorus and iodine are non-metals and they are not sonorous. Malleability. The materials which can be flattened into thin sheets are called as malleable materials. Metals are malleable, non-metals are non-malleable. When gold is hammered, we get thin sheets of gold. Whereas when sulfur or iodine will be hammered, we don't get thin sheets. This means that metals are malleable whereas non-metals are non-malleable. Ductility. The property of drawing a material to make fine wires is called ductility. Metals are ductile, non-metals are non-ductile. When copper is drawn into copper wire, it is said to be copper is ductile, whereas iodine can't be drawn into fine wires as it is a non-metal. Electrical conductivity. When we put a steel cube connected to a bulb, the bulb glows. This shows that metals conduct electricity, whereas non-metals do not conduct electricity, and this is the reason why they are used in carrying electricity. Heat conductivity. In the experiment of candle and the iron rod with the pins, we can observe that one by one the pins fall down from the iron rod. This means that the heat reaches from one end to the other end. This means metals conduct heat, whereas non-metals do not conduct heat, and this is the reason why they are used in making handles of cooking vessels. Chemical properties of metals. Reaction with oxygen, reaction with water, and reaction with acids. Reaction with oxygen. Metals with oxygen react and form metallic oxides, such as magnesium plus oxygen gives rise to magnesium oxide, which is basic in nature, whereas sulfur as a nonmetal mixed with oxygen gives rise to sulfur dioxide, which is acidic in nature. Reaction with water. When metals are reacted with water, they give rise to metal hydroxide plus hydrogen, which means magnesium plus steam gives rise to magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen, and aluminium plus steam gives rise to aluminium hydroxide and hydrogen. Reaction with acids. The metal reacted with acid gives rise to salt and hydrogen. In beaker A, which is filled with copper sulfate and zinc granules, we can observe that the zinc sulfur dioxide is produced, and in the beaker B, copper sulfur is mixed with iron nails and iron sulfur dioxide is formed. In beaker C, D and E, we find no changes. Did you ever have a question? Is our body a metal or a non-metal? Our body is made up of 65% of oxygen, 18% of carbon, 10% of hydrogen, 3% of nitrogen. Therefore, as there are non-metals more than the metals in our body, we can say that our body is a non-metal. Some uses of non-metals. Sulfur. Sulfur is used in making fireworks, crackers, gunpowder, matchstick, antiseptic ointments, etc. It is found in onions, garlics, eggs, hair, and nail. Activated carbon. It is used as decolorizing agent and also in water purification system. Tincture iodine. It is used for medical purposes. Thank you.